Due to a recent copyright strike, I haven't been uploading because your videos get tucked down in the shadow ban part of YouTube. But if you are subscribed to me, this video is for you. Rugby league cards. Not everyone knows what rugby league is, whether you live in North America or the UK. It's not the biggest sport in the world, but it's my sport. I love it, and I'm going to show you some cards that I have in my collection. So come along for the ride. Once again, I have the world's smallest bench space. Here we have Glory Edition. This is from 2018. This was the year that the Rugby League turned 110. I've been trying to collect this entire set, which is very, very, very difficult to do. It's a master set, if you know what that means. You mean every single card will eventually be in the collection, including the really rare ones. These are the modern day players from 2018. A lot of them probably have retired since then. So let's move along to the next section. A lot of these, there's my Broncos. Hey, excellent. We'll go to this section, the Pioneers. This is a subset of about 38 cards. These are the greatest players in the early days of it, including legendary Daily Messenger, who they named an award after, called the Daily M. This was a very difficult set to collect. All of these are limited to 400 of each card in the world. Very tough to find, but very worth it. And then that stops there, and it's very obscurely strange. Then there's a set called the Charter Class. The Charter Class is everyone who's been inducted into the Rugby League Hall of Fame in Australia. Let's get a little bit closer onto that. From like player number 1 all through up until the current day of, I have 2018. Now this set, these cards aren't particularly difficult to get, these Charter Class cards. They were 1 per pack, depending on, and then you had to find individual ones over time. Includes immortals like Frank Burge. They are just, I love them. They're just seeing the old players' faces, and you know, even local boys. He's from my town there, old Jack Beaton. Lots of memorable legends of the game. Clive Churchill, another one, just scintillating player, absolutely exciting. I knew a bloke who actually worked with Brian Popper Clay. Ian Walsh, former captain of Australia. As you can see here, this page here is interesting. So Harry Wells in his 90s, there's his autograph. So what I'd like to do with this particular set, the back end of it has more modern day players. The early ones, a lot of them are since passed away. To have someone like Harry, who still autographs cards today, adding something like that to the collection, it makes it kind of special. And you'll see as I go along, there'll be more autographs. This page here, I believe that Noel and Reg were alive when this set was made in 2008, including Johnny Raper as well, though there may be cards out there that they have signed of the Charter Class that I'd like to add. Arthur Summons I know has, Billy Smith I know has, McCarthy, Langlands. There is a missing card here, that's that's Ron Coote. He is the 14th immortal, still very much alive. Arthur Beeton, what a legend. Johnny Sattler, what a legend. Johnny King and Les Johns also have signed cards like this. Tommy Raudonikis would have signed cards like this. We can see Michael Cronin's autograph across this one. Nice and special one there. Graham Eady signed one. I believe the late great Steve Rogers didn't sign any of these Charter Class. Let me know in the comments if you know differently. Steve Mortimer, coming back to you later. Ray Price, legend from Parramatta. He has definitely signed some of these cards. Mal Meninga, one of the immortals, signed that card. He's in broadcasting now, so you'll see him often on your television sets if you're watching Rugby League. Kerry Bosted, I believe he has signed a few of these cards as well. The legend, the king, Wally Lewis. There it is. Love that card. Absolutely love that card. Me being a Broncos supporter, the king comes first. He is the most important player in the history of Rugby League to any Queenslander, to any Broncos fan. It is King Wally. Next to him is a missing player. I can't remember who goes there. I'll get that one in due course. Wayne Pearce, Terry Lamb, Brett Kenny. I should soon pick him up. Gene Miles I actually personally met, along with Wally. I met Wally back in the 90s. Gene Miles back in the mid-2000s. Blocker Roach I've seen but never met. Andrew Ed hasn't definitely signed cards. Steve Walters. A couple of missing ones here. There's a few on this page. Laurie Daly. Brad Fittler, he's in broadcasting now. Shane Webke, Bronco, the Raging Bull, Gordon Tallis, and Petro Sivanasiva. Yes, I met both of those guys. But today, we're adding a couple of more to the set. Let's start off with going back here to, boom, oh, Steve Mortimer. So what we do, we remove the standard card and we'll replace it with the autograph card. And now that gives the set just that little bit more value. And we're on this page now. As you can see, there's a few missing from this page, but we've also got the immortal Andrew Johns. Now I say immortal, if you don't know, there is 14 people who surpass the Hall of Fame, like higher than the Hall of Fame, and they become the immortals, the greatest players, the game changers of our game, and Andrew Johns was one of them. Very lucky because he didn't have to wait until he was old and grey to put in there, but he's there, part of the set now. Very happy to add him in there. A few to go, but we'll update this over time. I do have a Back to the Future stamp pack thing there. There's a rundown of all the cards, and as you can see here, Charter Class 107 cards, commons completed, 107, but most of the end ones will be autographed. I can go and add all the extras in there now, but I'd like to add them as an autograph card. Also, in a recent pickup, this is very, very welcome to my collection. I searched long and hard for this one. This is a footy card, the only card that came out that year in 1929 of the Australian team. Oh, it'd be good if it could focus. There we go. And as you saw when I was flicking through the beginning of the Hall of Fame, some of those names, Wally Prigg is there, Joe Chimpy Bush, Eric Weissel, George Chweek, who is absolute monster of a man. Great to see. So that's one of my oldest cards, but not the oldest footy card. The oldest footy card, I believe from Australia anyway, is this one from 1921. And for all you guys living in the UK, I believe this photo was taken in Manchester, and this photo was taken in Leeds. See it just down the bottom there. Leeds. There we go. So this is some of my rugby league collection. If you like this kind of thing, let me know in the comments down below. You want to see some more? Want to see me collect the rest of the set? Sometimes when I go away from action figures, trading cards is my go-to. And I'm very happy to let you know that I'm slowly building a collection. I know you guys might think it's rugby league. It's not the most expensive thing in the world. It's not baseball cards. It's not English Premier League. It's just rugby league, but it's my thing and I love it, and I hope you enjoy looking at it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.